I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. A Palm Coast man is found not guilty of trying to kill his estranged pregnant wife over an alleged affair. A jury acquitted 33-year-old Michael Wilson of first-degree attempted murder after just 2.5 hours of deliberations Friday. Wilson had been accused of booby-trapping the couple's home in an effort to electrocute Ashley Wilson in 2017. Ashley Wilson, who had been traveling with family, never opened that door after her stepfather expressed suspicions about her going inside. His ex-wife, shocked by the verdict, had to be carried out of the courtroom. Michael Wilson was convicted of attempted battery and firearms theft. He faces up to 6 years in prison at sentencing in early August.
This portion of Flagler's Morning News brought to you by the Daytona Beach International Airport, Delta Airlines nonstop to Atlanta, and now nonstop service to New York City via American Airlines.
A Flagler County commissioner says they're as surprised as anyone with the results of a recent inspection of Captain's Barbecue restaurant at Bing's Landing. John Arking reports.
After previous plans to potentially rebuild the popular restaurant, Flagler County officials were pleasantly surprised to hear that the current building used by Captain's Barbecue could be repaired for under $60,000. Flagler County Commissioner Greg Hansen.
We were operating on the information we had, and the information we had was that building was not salvageable, that it was going to fall apart and we needed to have a new building. So we voted on the best information we had, and we said, let's build a new building, and passed 3-2 that we would do that. It's a little disconcerting to have a second inspection go in and come back with a completely different answer. Your county board of commissioners is only as good as the information we get.
The inspection refuted previous concerns about the extent of the structural damage to the building and led to the county commission's unanimous decision to repair it. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm John Arkin.
A registered sex offender is back behind bars after sheriff's deputies say he lied about where he was living. Deputies say 30-year-old Jeremy Miller registered his address as a tent on East State Road 100 in Bunnell, but deputies say they got an anonymous tip that Miller was living out of compliance at a residence on 500 North Pine Street directly across from the Apostolic Church of God in Bunnell. Authorities say when arrested, Miller admitted to living across from the church for more than a year. He's now being held on $50,000 bail.
Human papillomavirus vaccine, or the HPV vaccine, is not being forced on anybody in Flagler County.
Right now, the health department is talking about it so that you will know more about it. Gretchen Smith is with the Flagler County Health Department.
I think the part of it that people are not understanding is that we're presenting this as an option. You know, we had 1,200 parents basically say it was okay to give their kids flu shots. We didn't strong-arm them. We just gave them that option.
Smith and Bonnie Welter, who's also with the health department, are putting the information out there for the schools and the parents. County Health Department numbers show that only 92% of kindergartners here have their required vaccines. The state target is 95%. You can hear the full interview on the Free for All Friday podcast, available on the Flagler Radio app. Download the Flagler Radio app today. You can also hear Flagler Health Matters with Gretchen Smith on Saturday mornings at 11:30. Tomorrow, the school board is skeptical. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
Flagler Palm Coast High School has a new principal. Tony Magoo has the details.
James Tom Russell has been selected to be the new principal of Flagler Palm Coast High School. He'll become the 13th principal at FPCHS since the school opened in 1974. I expect Tom to do a wonderful job at Flagler Palm Coast High School, says Flagler School's Superintendent James Tager. I feel he is the best choice for the FPC students, faculty, staff, and Flagler County community. I'm grateful to Superintendent Tager and the Flagler County School Board for giving me this opportunity to lead Flagler Palm Coast High School, and I'm humbled to be asked to be part of this, Russell said on receiving the news. Tom Russell has more than 2 decades of experience in education as a teacher, principal, and administrator. Russell begins July 1st. He'll work with FPC's retiring principal, Bob Wallace, over the coming days to ensure a smooth transition. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.